give some information about Jacksonville High School.
Welcome to JHS. We offer a variety of courses, including AP courses and concurrent credit courses. We have several programs, including welding, automotive, criminology, marketing, culinary arts, cybersecurity, and medical health care. We also offer several extracurricular activities such as theater, band, choir, basketball, football, volleyball, baseball, golf, soccer, cross country, track, and field. And as well, we were the 5A state champions in boys basketball.
We'll continue on with the virtual tour of Jacksonville High School.
Welcome to Jacksonville High School, home of the 9th through 12th grade Titans. This school year will look much different than in the past. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, district leaders have implemented numerous health and safety guidelines designed to keep you safe. All JHS scholars and staff members will be required to wear masks and practice social distancing of at least 6 feet. Scholars will undergo temperature screenings each morning as they arrive on campus. There will be 2 entrances for bus riders, the double doors near the art room and another set of doors near the fine arts district. Screeners will be positioned at each entrance, ready to take the scholar's temperature. Car riders will be dropped off at Titan Circle and will be screened at the main back entrance. For scholars who drive to school, you will park your vehicle behind the school in the student parking lot and walk towards Titan Arena, where screeners will be waiting for you on the sidewalk. Anyone who has a temperature of 100.4 or higher should not attend school that day. After the screening process, scholars who wish to eat breakfast will go to the cafeteria found at the bottom of these stairs right off the main level. 9th and 10th graders will head to the gym, and 11th and 12th graders will go to the auditorium until school begins. JHS has 3 floors. On the first floor, you can find the main office, media center, counselor's office, the school nurse, as well as classrooms like the cyber range and the fine arts district. On the second and third floors, you can find more classrooms, science labs, and meeting rooms. Take a look at this student schedule. If your schedule lists English 1 in room 203, that means your class is located on the second floor. Easy, right? Jacksonville High School operates on a 5-period A-B block schedule. Now, it may sound confusing at first, but you'll get the hang of it. And if you can't remember which day it is, no worries. The information will be posted on the hallway monitors. There will be 2 lunch periods each day. For lunch, scholars will be dismissed by floors, so be sure to listen for the announcement on the intercom. The same protocol will also be followed for dismissal at the end of the school day. Now that you know about the changes, let's take some time to admire this beautiful school. That concludes the virtual tour. We are excited about the start of the new school year and cannot wait to see familiar faces and meet new scholars and staff members.
All right, at this time, we're going to meet our administrative team here at Jacksonville High School, starting with our building principal.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gail Biggs, and I am the principal at Jacksonville High School. I'd like to welcome back those scholars that were with us in years past, and I'd also like to welcome those who are new to the school this year. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Miss Arnett. I am the 12th grade assistant principal. I also work closely with special ed and 504. I will also be administrator over the BAD Academy. And welcome class to 2021.
Hello, my name is Katrina Mims, and I'm an assistant principal at Jacksonville High School, and I'm over the Sales and Service and Marketing Academy, and I'm also over the 11th grade, and I'm also my office is located on the 3rd floor.
I'm Dr. Farr. I work with our 10th grade scholars, and I am with the Health and Safety Academy as well as the Science Department. And my office is located on the 3rd floor. And I believe our new freshman principal, Mr. Miller, is still in a meeting. But this is Mr. Miller. A lot of scholars might know him from the middle school. He has joined us here at Jacksonville High School. We are excited to have him. He will be working with our freshman academy, our freshman scholars, as well as the history department.
Ms. Reynolds is our counselor for grades 10th, 11th, and 12th for students with last names A through K. I'm Tom Jones. I'm the school counselor for grades 10, 11, and 12 for scholars with last names L through Z. And Mr. Romano is our freshman counselor.
Thank you, Ms. Jones. Now we'll talk about some safety measures that we have in place here. Here at Jacksonville High School, we want you to know that we are committed to keeping your scholars safe while in our care.
Hello, I'm Meredith McGinty, lead school nurse for the Jacksonville North Pulaski School District. A big question parents have right now is how to send your students back to school safely during COVID-19. Here at JMP, your family's health is important to us. We have several safety measures in place to help stop the spread of the virus, but parents, we need your help, and here's how. We need all parents and guardians to take their child's temperature each morning before going to school. Anyone with a fever of 100.4 or higher should stay home. The scholar will need to be fever-free for 48 hours prior to returning to school. Also, if your child is experiencing respiratory problems like cough or shortness of breath, do not send them to school. JMPSD will provide cloth masks for every scholar in the district. Parents, please make sure your child is wearing their mask to school each day. Masks will be worn on the school bus as well as in the classroom. Finally, talk to your children about social distancing. Remind them to stay 6 feet apart from other people. Returning to school during the COVID-19 pandemic may not seem normal, at least for a little while, but having school plans in place will help to keep everyone safe. Let's stay safe together.
And some school bus procedures. Here's a video that will let you know what that will look like for this school year.
This year, all bus riders and drivers will be required to wear a mask. Bus drivers will not perform temperature checks at the bus stop. However, we will still implement the following safety measures. Scholars will load onto the bus into an assigned seat. Siblings or scholars from the same household may be assigned to sit together. When possible, bus windows will be opened to allow outside air to circulate in the bus. Hand sanitizer will be provided. Seats, handles, and high-touch areas will be disinfected between elementary and secondary routes and between morning and afternoon routes. On some of our school buses, the first couple of seats behind the bus driver will be isolated to keep the driver safe. So let's stay safe together.
And as more scholars and parents and guardians enter into our session this evening, I want to remind you of some guidelines we have in place. If you could please keep your microphones on mute, and you do not have to have your video on unless you'd like. Masks must be worn and social distancing must be practiced at all times while here at school. Here are a few mask procedures.
Some of our Titan football players are here to teach you how to properly wear a mask. First, make sure your hands are clean and sanitized before and after touching the mask. You want to make sure you touch only the bands or ties when putting on and taking off your mask. Make sure the mask fits to cover your nose, mouth, and chin. Make sure you can breathe and talk comfortably through your mask. You always want to wash reusable masks after each use. Here's what you should not do. Don't touch your mask while it's being worn. Don't wear the mask under your chin with your nose and mouth exposed. Don't allow the mask to hang around your ears or around your neck. And don't share your mask with friends or teammates. And always remember,
let's stay safe together.
If you look there at the left side of the screen, those would be the improper ways to wear your mask. And at the bottom would be the proper way to wear your mask. What to do upon arrival to school. Scholars will enter from the bus lanes, the main courtyard doors, or gym doors only. Every scholar will be screened before entering the building. If a scholar is going to eat breakfast, once they have been screened, they will then head to the cafeteria. Scholars that are not eating breakfast will proceed to their designated areas. The gymnasium has been designated for our 9th and 10th grade scholars. The auditorium has been designated for our 11th and 12th grade scholars. So what does screening look like? We will be asking a few questions as well as doing a temperature check. Those questions will be, have you been in contact with anyone who has tested positive for COVID-19? Have you been out of the country in the last 14 days? Or have you experienced any of the following symptoms: fever, sore throat, cough, shortness of breath, or loss of taste or smell?
All right, the next slide talks about blended learning. And what is blended learning? All classes will be offered as normal as possible. Technology will be utilized in certain ways to move to online or virtual learning if school closure or other situations warrant that. Google Classroom. All scholars will be required to sign in to Google Classrooms associated with their classes. Parents and guardians can receive daily or weekly updates regarding their scholars' participation in the Google Classroom. Parents or guardians must request this option through the teacher and provide their email address. Edgenuity. Edgenuity offers standards-aligned video-based curriculum for middle and high school blended learning environment. The program allows us to customize the curriculum for our scholars and who monitor their own progress while completing lessons, assessments, and interactive activities. Here at JHS, we use Edgenuity for the purpose of credit recovery and for classroom interventions. Parents may also receive weekly or daily updates from their scholars' Edgenuity to monitor progress upon request. Staying informed. Parents can stay informed with their scholars' progress of missing assignments through the Home Access Center, which is called HACC, and also through the ICU database. The Home Access Center, also called HACC, allows parents and students to view students' registration, scheduling, attendance, assignments, and grade information. Please make sure to select the correct district when logging into the Home Access Center. HACC codes have been sent out by letter. If you do not have your HACC code, an email will be sent soon to provide you with that information. The intensive curriculum unit, called the ICU database. The ICU database was developed to inform parents and guardians about missing assignments for their scholars. Teachers will submit the information into the database. Then the parent or guardian will immediately receive a phone call, a text message, and an email. We encourage parents and guardians to follow up with the scholars regarding this information in an effort to getting all assignments complete and submitted promptly. Staying connected. Now we are going to put a link in our chat box, and we ask all parents and guardians to click on that link and just that way we can register your attendance for this evening, and also to make sure that our information in eSchool is correct. So I'll give you a minute or two to click on that link and fill out that Google form.
All right, thank you for completing that form, parents. Now we have some other important forms that we will need you to complete. It is the handbook and the Title I forms. It should be completed by a parent or guardian for each JHS scholar. So if you would at this time, please check the chat box again. And we want you to save or bookmark the 4 separate links that are being placed in there. Those links should be a electronic version or copy of our JNPSD handbook. Once you read through the handbook, we would like to complete the rights and responsibility form or the handbook form. And you may do that online as well through one of those links. You can proceed to completing the Title I form through the Google link. And you're also provided a PDF version of that Title I form. You save those so that you may complete those when our session concludes. And ways to save it, you can text the link to yourself. You may email those links to yourself, bookmark them to your browser, or save them to your computer or your mobile device. And I'll just give you a few more seconds to see those. And they have a couple people just join us in our chat box. Ms. Jameson, if you could place those in there one more time. For those people that are just joining us, we have some forms that are entering the chat box. The first form will be an electronic copy of our handbook. The second will be the electronic version of the handbook rights and responsibility form, in which you will complete after you read through the handbook. Then you have the Title I forms. You have electronic file in which you can complete that form, and then you have a PDF version so you may save for your records. And again, those forms can be found in the chat box. We will now move on to our expectations at JHS, beginning with credits.
In order to be classified as a sophomore, scholars will need 5.5 credits. Juniors, minimum of 11 credits, and seniors, 16.5 credits. The total number of credits needed to meet graduation requirements is 22. If you are not on track with your credits, unfortunately, you may not participate in some activities for that grade level. See your counselor to develop a plan to get you back on track to meet graduation requirements.
Attendance policy. Scholars are expected to be in attendance daily. Scholars are allowed 6 days excused with a parent note. Only 6 sick days will be excused for the year. Scholars with more than 10 unexcused absence in a given course will lose credit for that course.
Then we'll look at our dress code. Scholars, we want you to dress for success. So keep the underclothes under the clothes. There are no sleeveless shirts or shirts that are off of the shoulder will be allowed. And ladies, keep it covered. Top, middle, and bottom. Keep it covered. No head coverings. If you look at that top row, you see what not to wear. At the bottom row would be appropriate because they have no head coverings. The only coverings that will be allowed from the neck above will be your mask. Also addressing holes in the jeans. Skin may not be visible above your knees. So scholars will be asked to change clothes if you have holes above the knees and the skin is visible. Scholars may wear shorts or leggings under the jeans to avoid showing skin above the knee. Also, all shoes must have backs. If you look at the left side of the graphic, you will notice shoes that have backs. Those will be appropriate. If you look on the right side of the graphic, you will notice shoes that do not have backs. Those would be inappropriate. And no house shoes will be allowed to be worn on campus. While I'm on that, also no pajamas will be allowed to be worn on campus. Now we're looking at our class of 2021. Seniors, please pay very close attention. All seniors will need the following information.
The senior portraits for face-to-face scholars will be held on August 25th and 26th. That's within the first 2 days back to school. The Jostens cap and gown orders will be on Saturday, August 20th.
I think we might have had a technical difficulty there. I'll continue on to that. The Jostens cap and gown orders will be on Saturday, August the 29th. Senior portraits for virtual scholars, ALE scholars, and Hub scholars will be held on September the 28th. And we say more information is to come. You can view that information through our district website and our social media platforms. Information will be for our virtual ALA and Hub scholars. As time comes close to your date to take your senior portraits, more information will come out as far as what that looks like and how we will make that happen, because those will take place on this campus. Athletics. In your chat box, you won't get a PDF link, but you will get a website link. If you have any other questions regarding that, we want you to email our athletic director, Coach Waymeyer, with those questions. His email address is here on the screen. It is swaymeyer@jnpsd.org. That website is for Dragonfly Max. There's a portal in which we will have all communication dealing with athletics. So if you are an athlete, you will need to have your information in this site. There is also an app available. We encourage you to download that app to your phone, but if you are having trouble with getting that app, we encourage you to visit the website, which is dragonflymax.com. And again, that link has been placed in the chat box. We need you to sign up so that your information is in for our school, Jacksonville High School, and we will be able to access it from there. I will now turn this over to Ms. Jameson as she explains regarding our academies.
Good evening. My name is Jennifer Jameson. I serve as the Academy Coach for Jacksonville High School. Academies are a collaborative, community-driven approach where scholars actually drive their educational process, and content classes are taught through the lens of each academy. Here at Jacksonville High School, we have 3 academies, plus our freshman academy. We have a Sales and Service and Marketing Academy, a Health and Safety Academy, and then the Building, Automotive, and Design Academy. The Sales, Service, and Marketing Academy, the pathways within that academy include marketing, sales, and service, hospitality and tourism, and education and training. In our Building, Automotive, and Design Academy, we have HVAC, welding, automotive service, construction technology, and architecture construction. And then in our Health and Safety Academy, we have health sciences and law, public safety, and security. It is our hope and intent that our scholars will be trained and educated in various areas, which will allow them to be career and/or college ready upon graduation. As the Academy Coach, I serve as the liaison between the high school, the community, and the Chamber of Commerce. And I also serve as support to our classroom teachers to assist them in teaching through the lens of assigned academies. Welcome back. Hope you guys have a great year.
Thank you, Ms. Jameson. At this time, we were scheduled to go into our breakout rooms, but I think that we have enough scholars in here and parents in here to where we can remain here in our main room. So we'll remain here, and we're going to allow our teachers to introduce themselves. And again, scholars and parents and guardians, if you have any questions about anything, we encourage you to place those in the chat box. We'll also have a Q&A session here once we complete our introductions from our teachers. And we want to leave here today with no questions unanswered. We will begin with our history department. Those teachers can chime in and introduce themselves.
My name's Coach Brown. I teach social studies and coach 9th grade boys basketball, and looking forward to this next year.
My name is Coach Abby. I also teach social studies at the high school and coach cross country and baseball.
I'm Ms. Armstrong, and I teach social studies for the high school, specifically for the Building, Auto, and Design Academy.
Now we will move on to our science department.
So I'm Ms. King. I teach chemistry and physical science. I am part of the health and safety department, and I look forward to another great year.
Hi, I'm Mr. Harlan. I teach chemistry and physical science. I'm part of the BAD Academy, the Building, Auto, and Design, and I look forward to working with everybody this year.
Hello, I'm Mr. Webb. I will be teaching chemistry and physical science. Look forward to seeing you guys.
All right, we will move on to our ELA department, our English department.
Hi, I'm Ms. Hill. I teach 11th grade English as well as AP language and one section of 12th grade. I'm excited to see you guys and see some returning faces as well.
Hi, my name is Mr. Worden. I teach mostly 10th grade English with a little bit of 12th grade as well. And I'm in the Health and Safety Academy.
Hello. My name is Miss Smith. This year I'll be teaching ELA 11th grade and 12th grade, which means I may be having some of you students for the third year. I'll also be coaching esports this year as well.
Hello, I'm Mr. Sharp. I teach 11th grade and one section of 10th grade. Good to be here. Good to see y'all.
Hello, I'm Justin Huckabee, and I teach students in the special education department in the subject of resource English. I look forward to a safe, effective year.
I'm Miss Riley, and I teach 12th grade English, AP Lit, and yearbook.
Hi, I'm Miss Burke. I teach 10th grade English, and I look forward to meeting everyone.
All right, we will move on to our mathematics department.
Hey, I'm Mr. R. I'm going to be teaching the virtual geometry and algebra 1 this year, and so I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of you to work together.
I'm Mr. Brush. I'm going to be teaching 3 classes of algebra 1 and 1 class of geometry. This is my first year, and I'm just excited to be here.
Hey, I'm Coach Carroll, mathematics department. In addition, I'm a great basketball coach and assistant coach to the head coach as well. And I look forward to everyone here.
Hey, I'm Miss Edwards, and I'm going to be teaching Algebra 2 and possibly Pre-Cal this year. So I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks, and we'll be in the Sales, Service, and Marketing Academy.
Hi, I'm Melba Bartlett. I will be co-teaching in Algebra 3 this year.
I am Kristen Crockett, and I am teaching Resource Math.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Mr. Higgins. I teach Algebra 3 here, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of y'all this year.
Hey, guys. I am Mr. Williams. I teach a to-be-determined math class. Looking forward to the year.
All right, thank you, math department. Now we'll move on to our foreign languages. If our foreign language teachers may introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Karen Misseldine. I teach the upper level Spanish classes and all of the French classes, and also I've got ACT prep.
And then we'll move on to our CTE teachers.
Hi, I'm Miranda Tillman. I teach drafting and design, intro to skilled trades, architectural drafting, and engineering drafting. I am part of the BAD Academy, the Building, Auto, and Design. And I look forward to meeting everybody in 2 weeks.
Good evening. I'm Sneed. I teach business law, JAG 1 and JAG 2 over the JAG work program. To meet new students and work with students that I've already taught before.
Hey guys, I'm
Hey.
Mr. Collins. Sorry, Briggs.
Collins.
I'm a registered nurse and I get the pleasure to teach foundations of healthcare, medical terminology, and first responder this year. And I'm obviously in the Health and Safety Academy, so look forward to seeing everybody.
I'm Coach Briggs. I teach marketing and small business, and I'm in the Sales and Marketing Academy. So
I'm Miss Forney. I teach all things criminal justice, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Hi, I'm Miss Nicholas. I teach family and consumer science and child development and parenting. I'm looking forward to seeing you all.
Hi, my name is Miss Graber. I'm going to be teaching dynamics of human relationships and food safety and nutrition. I'm super excited to get to meet you all.
I'm Miss White, and I teach family and consumer science and orientation to teaching.
Okay, we'll move on to our special education department.
Hello, I'm Ms. Morris, and I will be teaching the core subjects for our CBI scholars, well, some of the CBI scholars.
Hello, my name is Donna Ezel, and I'm a CBI teacher, and I'm looking forward to a wonderful year.
All right, we'll move on to OTC, coaching staff, PE or health.
Hi, I'm Captain Warren, and Sergeant Williams and I, Air Force Junior OTC, we focus on leadership and community service. We had over 6,300 hours the last 2 years. Looking forward to adding some new cadets to our family.
Hi, I'm Tech Sergeant Williams. I'll be working along with Captain Warren and teaching leadership to our new cadets, as well as enforcing those with our older cadets and teaching marksmanship. Look forward to seeing you guys.
My name is Victor Joyner, and I coach boys basketball and teach PE and health. Look forward to seeing everybody. Be safe.
And I'm Coach Kirsch, the girls basketball coach, as well as special education math department.
Good job. All right, I remind everyone to keep your mics muted. We will move on to our fine arts department.
Hey guys, my name is Mr. CJ Slott, and I'm the new band director here. I teach, obviously, band, jazz band, music appreciation, and music theory.
Hello guys, this is Mr. Stroud here. I will be your theater and stagecraft teacher, and I'm also responsible for all the shows, plays, and performances during the school year at the high school. Can't wait to see you guys.
I'm Miss Harper. I'm the oral communications teacher. This year I'm going to teach creative writing, oral communications, and journalism, and I also assist Mr. Stroud with theater.
Hello, I'm the new choir teacher. I'm also the piano teacher. So it's good to see you.
Hey everyone, I'm Miss Fox. I'm going to be teaching Art Foundations this year. I'm really excited to meet everyone and I hope you're looking forward to it too.
Hey everyone, my name is Mr. Noyes. I'm going to be teaching drawing 1, 2, and 3. I'm looking forward to working with all my new artists this year.
Oh, my name is Mr. Wickless. Got to tell.
Thank you, Mr. Wickless. All right, and at this time, if there are any teachers that did not get the opportunity to introduce themselves, if you would please do so at this time. Okay, well, that concludes our teacher introduction portion. And now, scholars and families, you've been quiet, so we want to hear from you. If you have any questions, again, you may place those in the chat box, or you can unmute your mic and ask away. We're going to give you that opportunity now to ask any questions you might have regarding any of the information we've reviewed. If you have some questions for specific teachers, for coaches, we would love to entertain those at this time. I'm seeing one in the chat box. When will we get our schedules? Right now, schedules are still being worked, but those should be in your Home Access Center or HAC within the next couple of weeks. You can check your HAC at any time to see your schedule. You're welcome. How are the students going to choose their electives? Students would have chosen those last school year. If you are a new scholar and new to JHS, welcome. You will get with your counselor to choose your electives and to be placed in a specific academy. And the way that works, when you come to school, time will be scheduled with the counselor to determine what your schedule could look like. Also, if there are any changes that need to be made to the schedule that is presented to you, again, that time will be scheduled with your counselor and they will meet with you on a one-on-one basis. We have 2 10th grade counselors. One is Ms. Jones, and then we also have Ms. Reynolds. And depending on your last name, you would have one of those 10th grade counselors. I believe some electives might have the opportunity to be changed, but again, the procedure is usually, or the process rather, is usually you will schedule a time to meet with your counselor. We usually do that through the way of a Google form or a Google Sheet, and the counselor will call you out of class and they will meet with you to determine if that schedule change fits within your schedule and within the master schedule. And if it is approved by the counselor and the building level principal, then that change will take place. And usually those changes happen within the first 10 days. So I think some time, you have some time there, Nicole. These are some good questions. If there are any more, please take this time to go ahead and place them in the chat or unmute your mic and ask away. And as our time is coming to a close, I'm going to, again, open this floor for more questions for 1 more minute to allow any questions that might not have gotten the opportunity to reach the chat box, to allow those to get there. And we will answer those as needed. But we'll take 1 more minute to solicit any questions. Yes, but I would say that I would start by way of emailing them to try and get some of that information taken care of. And I think that sometimes it can be taken care of without even having a formal meeting. An email address I'm going to put here in the chat for you. You can email Ms. Reynolds, our head counselor, and maybe she could provide more information for you and direct you in the right to the right person to ensure that you get what you need. So if you email Ms. Reynolds your concerns, she will be able to address those for you. Ms. Arnett?
I do not know. I know that's on their transcript. I'm not sure if that's in hack or not. That is something that can be checked via counselor or their administrator if you're wanting to know that. So you can do that via email.
Yes. So both of those questions, Tara, I recommend that you send each of those to Ms. Reynolds and she'd be able to help you with that. And if you have any other questions or concerns, I'll put my email here as well. And I'll be happy to assist in any way that I can. You're welcome. Okay, I'm not seeing any more questions in the chat. I want to say to the scholars and parents and guardians, we want to thank you for attending our virtual open house. We know that these times are different and we're all going through them together. And we are going to remain safe together. We want to ensure to you that we're going to keep your scholars safe. It is our duty and our expectation that we're going to have a great school year, a safe school year, and our academics will remain stellar this school year. If you have any further questions, please feel free to email any of the teachers or administrative staff or counselors. And again, teachers, thank you for your time today as well. And I think that concludes our virtual open house. You all may sign off. Thank you again and have a blessed day.